local, live, late breaking. This is KAMC News at 6 in high definition.
He's flatlined 7 times.
All making for a gut-wrenching few weeks for the family of a car crash victim fighting for his life. Their message for you tonight about the dangers of drunk driving. It is good to see you all again. I'm Brian Mudd.
I'm Lauren Motter. The family of a DWI victim frustrated that the suspect in the case is not in jail. KAMC's Wes Rappaport is here now with more.
Lauren and Brian, the family of Patrick Hayden has a message for folks before anybody gets behind the wheel of a car. Think before you drink and drive. Patrick Hayden's niece Alyssa says the past few weeks have been a roller coaster of emotions.
It's senseless. There's no need for it. It's not a joke.
Alyssa Hayden says the man who hit her uncle's car in an apparent DWI should not have been released from jail.
My uncle should be the one out driving and walking around, and instead he's in a hospital and he's been there for 4 weeks fighting for his life when somebody else is out free while we wait.
Carlos Navarez was arrested on charges of intoxication assault. We're told he ran a stop sign and crashed into Hayden with his wife and her friend in the car. The 2 passengers had minor injuries, but Hayden is still in the hospital. His niece says he's having problems with his liver, lungs, and kidneys, in addition to having a few broken bones. He was put into a medically induced coma at one point for pain relief. Records show this is Navarez's 4th DWI, and this crash could be a violation of his bond from the 3rd offense.
He's a danger to other people on the road. It's crazy that somebody else's bad decision can affect so many people.
Hayden's niece wants other drivers to be mindful out on the road.
His employees come in and they've sat there and they've been waiting for him. So it's affected a lot of people.
And the Lubbock County District Attorney's Office had no comment about any possible bond violation. We've also reached out to Navarez's attorney with no comment as well. The Hayden family says that Navarez has had, quote, more than one opportunity to make this right and make better choices, and it's obvious that he chose not to. Brian?
Wes, thank you. We're told a man suffered chemical burns in a fire at a building off the East Slayton Highway this morning. Several businesses near the site of that fire had to be evacuated. The burn man was found inside the West Texas Thermo King facility. He was decontaminated at the scene and taken to University Medical Center for treatment.
Well, it was another day of free car washes, all thanks to the rain. Yeah, Ron can make it 3 days in a row.
Well, we better not. I mean, Friday we've got high school football.
Not. Okay.
Saturday we have, the big Texas Tech destruction of the Horned Frogs. Yeah, I'm using words that probably don't make any sense. So let's get right to weather. Pinpoint Doppler 1 to the west. A few showers continue west of Freona, all the way down to Tatum. And when you animate this, you can see how they're not moving our way. What showers are moving our way are to the north and east. They're falling apart across the South Plains. So far, so good. The Bob Mills Skycam looks in the southwest side of the metro Lubbock area that early on today was rainy. Live and local, 2 sites we visit at 82nd and Quaker, 2,700ths of an inch of rain falls today, 75 degrees. Levelland just at 2,200ths of an inch and 74-degree temperatures. All right, here's the forecast for tonight. Temperature readings should steadily fall to around 61 degrees for tomorrow morning. And again, Coronado plays a big game tonight against Permian at 7:30. I think the rain chances will be minimal. It's kickoff time temperatures in the middle 70s. Former Coronado guy here, go Stangs. Your complete forecast of the weekend on the way in a few.
Thanks, Ron. Lubbock Power and Light now starting the process to join the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT. The Electric Utility Board says by joining ERCOT, this will keep the city from needing to build a power plant. ERCOT manages power for about 24 million Texas customers. This is a process that could take about 4 years to complete between studies and building transmission lines to connect with the ERCOT grid.
Bottom line is that this is a solution that puts Lubbock in the position to have very reliable, very economical power supply for the next 100 years.
We have more information online, including a response from Excel to this news today. Just go to everythinglubbock.com.
Well, the surveillance video is in from Wednesday's armed robbery of a Lubbock Subway restaurant. Let's watch and see if you can figure out who this is. This happened just past noon on Wednesday at the Subway on the 4400 block of 50th. The bad guy has a handgun there, forces an employee to the back of the store, ended up grabbing some money from the cash register and running off. Thankfully, no one was hurt. If you recognize this man or know anything about what happened, make sure to call Crime Line at 741-1000.
Lubbock's first responders say they've seen a dramatic drop in calls regarding synthetic marijuana. EMS crews say 2 months ago they were responding to at least a dozen calls a day for synthetic marijuana overdoses. They say after state laws went into effect September 1st, making it harder for smoke shops to sell the drug, their numbers have dropped to about 2 calls a week.
We've seen people that we run on daily, and we've taken the time to talk to them, to educate them, try to get them into some programs at our hospital to stem this, epidemic of these illegal drugs.
All local law enforcement agencies are working to get this drug completely off the streets, but he adds it's a community effort to make sure these statistics stay low.
New at 6, the worry that many parents have about leaving their kids in someone else's care. We talked with a mother today who's pretty mad about an incident involving her child at a Lubbock daycare center on Tuesday. And KAMC's Alyssa Gord has her story.
Brian, and besides the fact that her 2-year-old now has a large bruising bite on her face, Emily Compton is upset that the Creative Learning Center didn't tell her how severe the bite was. We found out about this because Compton posted this photo of the bite to our Facebook page. The Creative Learning Center told us her daughter was fighting over a toy with another boy at that center when he bit her. The mom was notified about the bite, but she said she wasn't aware of how severe it was until later on. Now she's upset that the bite has bruised and required medical attention. The Creative Learning Center said that after this incident, they'll be looking for better ways to handle injuries like this in the future.
On this one, she just didn't feel like she was notified on the severity of the bite. And so I think what we're going to do, we're going to get together and figure out how our parents can be better informed on if they feel like it's a severe bite. We did tell her it broke the skin. We did tell her it was, a bite. But working on the language as far as was it a severe bite, how bad was it.
The Creative Learning Center says the kids between 18 months and 3 years tend to bite a lot, from toys to clothes to their classmates. The center tracks every biting incident that happens at their school, and they say that the boy who bit Miss Compton's daughter had a few other biting incidents, but not enough for them to be concerned with his behavior. Lauren.
Thanks, Alyssa. Health Department officials say there are now 8 confirmed cases of West Nile virus in Lubbock County. That's already more confirmed cases than last year. Of the 8 cases, 5 were confirmed within the city. All 5 were in August. Health Department officials expect more cases throughout the rest of the fall. They remind Lubbock residents to be cautious about standing rainwater around your house.
Mosquitoes are still active, so even with the rain that we've had in the last couple of days, it's really important to go walk around your house and make sure you dump any of that rainwater that's gathered.
Wells adds to use mosquito repellent, wear long pants and shirts, and avoid going outside at dusk and dawn when mosquitoes are most active.
And it's the most wonderful time of the year for Apple phone superfans. The iPhone 6 and 6S go on sale Friday morning. AT&T retail managers say they usually see those long lines start forming sometime this evening. But one Lubbock resident you see has been lined up outside the AT&T store on University since 9:45 this morning. Plans to stay out there all night long. The new iPhones include new photography features, a 3D touchscreen, and new rose gold color, if you like that sort of thing. All right, a lot more to talk about on KAMC News at 6.
Election Day is right around the corner. Find out who and what will be on the ballot for the Lone Star State this November.